Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through a 2023 Winnebago Revel. We're here March 8th. It's getting close to springtime. The sun's been coming out a little bit more often now, so it's time to start prepping and getting ready for the season. Even in this kind of weather, of course, the Revel is perfect for the mountains, for going off-road. So I figured I'd show you guys one of these today. We're going to start up front, kind of work our way back. You can see this has the Method aluminum wheels and our BF Goodrich KO2 tires, which are awesome all-terrain tires. So we move towards the back, we'll see we have our fixed running board. We do have some lights up here and a nice little hook there for a leash, or if you want to lock up your bike, comes in handy. You'll see up front here we have our porch light right over the passenger door, and then right now I've got the awning lights on. We're kind of starting the outside and then we'll work our way in, but as we come around the back, a couple things that I want to point out. One is our ladder. This is a place holder for your ladder, right? This is just for when you're going down the road. It locks into place. This does have a lock so that people don't steal your ladder, but again, do not climb on here while it's attached, because if you do, you will put some dents in your door. Those would not be covered by warranty because that's not what it's for. We've got a 5,000-pound tow hitch down here with a 7-pin connector. Plenty of power to pull a small vehicle or pull a boat, kayaks. I have a little kayak trailer that I use. Comes in really handy. We're going to have our backup camera up top. A couple things I like to point out back here is one on this water bay. Get out the way here. Everything is color coded. If you want to do hook up to city water, if you want to fill your tank, if you want to winterize or sanitize, everything is color coded, so it's really easy to move those valves into the right position. You're going to have a hot and cold water shower out here, water pump on and off. This is going to be your light, your porch light on the driver's side. So I just turned it on. I'll show you when we go around the back side there. Here is our city water connection. So you'd hook up your hose. You can see we have some green winterizing fluid in it right now. Back here we also have our roll lift screen that'll come down, black out your rear windows, so when it's time to go to bed you can also just open the screen so you can get some fresh air circulating through here, which will come in handy here in about a month or two. On this left side we're going to have our main disconnect here for your inverter. You're going to have external solar power, solar port, so you can plug in an additional solar panel. Couple USB ports, and then right here this is your switch for the garage lights that are under the bed. While we're looking under here, you can see we have another net there that you can pack some probably put some blankets under there, just miscellaneous items. We also have a nice pouch that's affixed to the bottom there, so you have additional storage. On this left side here, I've got the cover off to kind of point out a couple of things. We're going to have an outlet right here below. Nice little cubby here. This is your outdoor shower hose. This has the upgraded single battery. This is a Lithionics 320 amp hour battery. There's a blue light down here. See if you can show it. There you go, perfect. That's your power on and off. So if you're leaving the van, you have it in storage, you're not plugged in, you don't want to draw any batteries, go ahead and turn that off. You're going to have a couple of breakers here. Your big 250 breaker right here for the inverter as well. And then you can see your Xantrex 2000 watt inverter there on the far end. So I'm leaving this off. Cold weather temperature, like here in Colorado this time of year, I suggest leaving this off if you have it parked and you have the furnace on, just to get some more heat to these batteries so that you don't have any issues when it's time to start up or have issues charging those batteries. All right, so now here, as I mentioned, this is just to hold your ladder. going to go ahead and move it to the side so I can show you what's up top. All right, so again, you can see that once I move this over, now it's resting on this plastic trim piece. So it's gonna keep your van from getting damaged, makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up there and show you what's up here. So you can see we're gonna have our rooftop air conditioner. We're gonna have 2 solar panels and then our max fan. I get a lot of people that ask how much room is up there, can I put a bag? So you can see there's not a ton of room. It's also important to see that because you know, when you get some bad weather, get some snow, you do want to dust off those solar panels up top so that they'll, you know, help charge your batteries. So back here we're going to have our 30 amp shore connection. Once you plug in, these lights here on the left will turn on to let you know that you do have power to the van. There's the porch light that I've mentioned, right above that rear window. Here's your 5-gallon black tank. Right now it's got some winterizer fluid in it. Really simple to take out, dump. This also has a lock on it so you can lock it so nobody is stealing your cassettes. Under here is your gray tank. That's where you would hook up your hose for your gray tank. And then also there's a valve open right there. So one thing that I want to point out in the back here before I forget, I think I've, every now and then it's kind of hard to see if you're just walking by, but there is a nice little sewer hose storage compartment down here. It's kind of out of the way. So this is really nice. That comes standard on the Revel. All right, as we get over here to the driver door, here is your fuel compartment. This is 188 horsepower. It's a 3-liter turbo diesel. You got 325 pound-feet of torque. Down here, you're gonna have some fuses. I always like pointing out the fuses. Usually if something's going wrong, it's something simple like a fuse that went off. Maybe you tripped it with too much, plugging in too many things. There's a lot of things that can trip those, but it's usually something simple. So before you panic, make sure you check all your breakers and fuses. These do have power door locks, power windows, and mirrors. Right here are your lights. Right now it's in auto. I like leaving on my vehicles in auto mode. Your hood release is right here. All right, again, as I mentioned, it's a 3-liter turbo diesel, so it is 188 horsepower. Right here is your positive terminal if you need to get a jump start. Here's your positive, here is your ground. A lot of room in here. I love the way they have this laid out. You got plenty of room to fill up your wiper fluid. Check your oil, your coolant. Right here's your DEF. This is where you fill your DEF tank. Make sure you keep an eye on that so that you don't get put into limp mode. Very important that you don't forget. Also, this hood, I mention it every time because I've had people bend their hood because they forget to put this up and they just pull down on the hood and it ends up bending it. This front piece here, you can see we have a camera here. This does have the adaptive cruise, so it uses all your different cameras so that you can set your cruise control and set how far behind you want to be from the vehicle in front of you. So this step you can use to climb up here and clean your windshield if needed. All right, now as we open this main door here, You're gonna see we have a flip down table. This is really nice. It's got a cable adjuster here so that if you're on uneven ground, you can adjust this cable so that your tabletop is level. Down here, you're gonna have your tank drains. So you're gonna have your fresh water drains right there. You can see we also have a roll lift screen on this side door, again, to circulate some fresh air when it's warm. As we walk in here, there is a really solid ram mount grab bar to help you get in and out. That running board, that fixed running board, also comes in really handy when you're getting in and out of the van. We're gonna have our 3 cubic foot 12 volt refrigerator. Does have a little freezer up here. Right here, we're gonna have our awning lights, and then our awning in and out. You're gonna have a couple more standard outlets. This button right here is for your porch light out front. All right, well, as we come in here, a couple things I want to point out on this model. This one was ordered with the cab bed. So this is a Lund, basically it's an air mattress that fits in between the 2 front seats. So it airs up from the middle up, and then it goes across so that if you have a child or a small friend of yours that you want to bring along, that'll fit across there. They can sleep right across those 2 seats. Makes it nice. Again, the Revel's really small. We're 19.5 feet basically in length. So a little additional sleeping area is really nice to have. Under here, we're gonna have a little cubby. Under this seat, a couple things under this seat. I'm gonna just take these cushions out for a second. Back here, you're gonna have another little hidden cubby. And then under here, you're gonna have your counter extension and also a little bit of additional storage under here. All right, our tabletop is gonna be stored up here. Really simple, easy to set up. Now you could pivot that front seat around if you wanted to sit across from somebody to eat lunch, play some cards, whatever you'd like to do there. All right, overhead compartment here, storage compartment's really good size. You're gonna have all your Winnebago manuals. Up here, you're gonna have another standard outlet, 12 volt, and some USBs. You're also gonna have a roof access port right here. So if you want to add a Wii Boost or a cradle point, you've already got somewhere to go through to the roof. On this side, we're going to have our solar charge controller. This is equipped with the 2 solar panels I showed you earlier. This will turn off your solar charge controller if you're going to be storing it indoors. Obviously, you're not going to be getting any sun. You want to turn that off so there's no parasitic draw. You're going to have your Xantrax controller right here. That's going to show you current voltage. As you can see right now, we're at 12.9 volts. Right here, you're going to have your tanks. So again, we're going to have a freshwater tank and a gray tank. This has 21 gallons of fresh water, 21 gallons of gray. The van itself has 24 gallons of fuel. And then here is your furnace and hot water heater. So you simply turn the dial here to where you want it to go. There, if I can get it, there we go. You hit the furnace. Now that's going to run the furnace. Hot water is up here on the top left. Go ahead and shut this off. It's actually pretty warm in here. You're going to have your light switches right here and your bed lift. Again, you're going to put this on to lower your bed. I'm going to step out so you can show the bed. Right above the bed is going to be your rooftop air conditioner, which will run off of your lithium battery. Your bed is going to be 49 by 79. And as you can see right here on the side, we have a ram mount so that you can attach some accessories there if you like, a iPad holder or cell phone holder. One of the things that's really nice about the Revel that people really like is you can store your bikes while you're going down the road. You got plenty of room under the garage here so that you can store your items. You've got some tie down rings, a couple little net pockets. Again, if I was going to have this parked outside, I would want to leave this open so that the heat would get to those batteries and kind of keep them charging nice. You're going to have your day and night screens back here. Okay. These are going to be your blackout shades for the front windows. And as we work our way back here, a couple things. Here is your pantry. This is going to be your max fan controller. It's a nice little spot here if you want to put a wastebasket. Your cooktop is going to be right here. This is an induction cooktop, which you simply would just pull out and plug in. This you can also plug in. You can sit on that tabletop outside and then plug it into this outlet right here on the side. You have some additional overhead storage on this side. And then your shower. This also serves as a closet if you don't use it. A lot of people choose to just leave it like this for storage. So you do have your toilet down here. It will pivot around to the side. And then of course you've got your shower. You can also hang up clothes in here. Here is your 30 amp short cord. You're also going to get your shower curtain, sewer hose, a tool to get your spare tire out. Back here is a nice spot to put your toilet paper. All right, up here in the cab area, we're going to have our cup holders. Your key can sit up here if you'd like. However, there's a spot down here that we recommend using to plug it in. Just kind of keeps it communicating with the van. Go ahead and fire this up, point out a couple things. Again, both of these seats will swivel to the back. You're going to have plenty of storage up here. You're going to have a small glove box on both sides, a wireless charging pad here, and your media center. So you can plug your phone in. You're going to have a 12-volt outlet right here. And then these are all USB Type-C connectors, so make sure you have the right adapter for your phone. All right, on the steering wheel here, we're going to have the right side is going to control your stereo display. So you can see we do have navigation. Use your back arrow here to go back one screen. Your media center. You can set up your Bluetooth. If you go to the apps, you can go over to smartphone. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you want to adjust your settings on the vehicle itself, this is where you would do it. You can turn your active lane keep assist. Some people don't like that if they're kind of getting out of the lane a little bit, it'll push you back in or kind of make you come back into the lane. Some people don't really like that feeling, so they'll turn that off. You can do your gas station search. There's a lot of stuff on here that we can go through, and there's a ton of videos out there. So if you have any specific questions on this, feel free to call, email, or text me, and I can kind of walk you through some more of that. On the left side of your steering wheel, this is going to control your dash. This is where you're going to turn on your cruise control, and this right here is where you're going to set how far back you want to be from the vehicle in front of you. Again, you can scroll through all of this here. It just makes it real easy while you're driving. Your volume controls and your phone controls are right here on the right side. Okay, down here we're going to have our 4x4. Again, this is a Revel, so one of the biggest reasons people buy them is because they are a short wheelbase and they are four-wheel drive, so you can take them into some tighter spots. This is your four-wheel drive, and this is your four-wheel drive low setting. Up here on the gauge, a couple things to point out. Your fuel's going to run right around the bottom here. This little light up on the right side there is showing the outline of the van in red because I've got the side door open, so it's just letting you know the door is open. Really nice. These vans have been around a while. They're really nice. Get pretty good fuel mileage for a small RV and for being a diesel 4x4. Right now we've got plenty of these in stock, so if you've been in the market, if you've been looking, I would really urge you to give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. I can get you pricing on this, but right now we have plenty in stock, and we can get you a really good deal right now. Any questions that you have, additional questions, feel free, like I said, text, call, or email me. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week.